All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Geopolitical Trends, where truth matters. I was drinking the hot tea with lemon and ginger and honey, and that's it. Those three. So I'm still dealing a little bit with this, but it's getting better. So thank you all for suggesting a few things. Anyway, got an interesting topic for you today. And by the way, I'm gonna do it in two parts. The first part will be right here on this platform, and the second part's gonna be on the other location, which I will share the link with you shortly. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just show it to you right now, but I'm gonna put it for you guys on in the chat box so you'll have it. So right there, this is where we're gonna be in about uh 30 minutes from now or so. So anyway, we're gonna be talking about the Houthis, the Yemeni group launching the missiles into Tel Aviv. So I'm gonna provide you some insights. I provide my own analysis about it, the development that is. Uh, Given that I wrote a book about Iran and Saudi Arabia in both, in which uh, I addressed the this particular aspects of in Yemen because it's essential to understanding all this here. So let me first say hi to my computer's acting weird. That's weird. Anyway, so all right, let me see who's here. You too, Z, super good to see you. Elisa Lewis, good to see you. YT, Timeline Dunkley, good to see you. Aaron Rahman, good to see you. I am feeling a little better. I admit I am feeling a little better because I've been drinking a lot of stuff last night. So, Hamad Sidi, good to see you. Muslim Revert, as always. And Jan Hakor, Farhad Razavi, Li Yang, Coach Choi Hoi, an army with harmony. Matt Becky, good to see you, as always. All right, guys, let me jump in because I only have short time here before we move into the other location. So here the question we need to ask, because this one is more than just some group. Used to call them the just some rebels. That's what they used to call them. But even if you go with that, you'll think about it, and that's exactly what I argued in my book back then. When the Saudis couldn't defeat them, I was starting to say at that time, you might be looking at the next regional group that's going to want to play a role into the Middle East. And that's exactly what is happening right here. So if we are to think about the key questions to all this, now, the first question is going to be, how significant is this development as far as launching a missile from Yemen that crossed about 2,040, give or take, kilometers, bypassing the Israeli defense system and hitting Tel Aviv? So that's the first question. How significant is it? Second, did the Houthis develop this system, or was it provided through a third party? And that's a question you guys need to know about, and I hope you can answer this one for me as we move forward. Third question is, what should we expect? That now, here is this, some say hypersonic. I had to check on both, couldn't confirm it yet. For me, I can't speak for others. So far, most of the indications suggest that it was a hypersonic. So what should we expect next? Okay. And the fourth question, which happens a few days ago, of course, what did the USS Roosevelt leaving the region has to do with this? Because those are legitimate questions we ought to ask. So before I'll delve deeper into all this, remember to join me tomorrow for my conversation with Larry Johnson. And I'm going to put in the chat box for you guys the link to where we're going to be in about 30 minutes from now. So you can check it out later on. Join me there. All right, let's talk about this one here. And apparently, I'm going to start with a clip because I need you to see stuff with your own eyes. Then you make your own decisions on this. So let me share screen, and please just give me a thumbs up if you hear, because I can hear from here when I play when I play in a clip. I can hear it because I'm logged in through a different mic system here. Okay, here's the clip. Great. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Hamad, for letting me know. Now, I want you to see that with your own eyes. That's one. Second, I have another clip that I need to share with you. Just to give you a heads up, it's in a foreign language, in Arabic, and I'm going to tell you quickly here before you watch it, because there will be some writing. Basically, they telling what type of missile, okay, what kind of Mach level it will reach. It's about 16. It can reach up to 16. That doesn't mean the missile is 16. It's the name of the missile, which is Palestine 2, where it was headed into Israel. That's just basically what the comment from, and of course, the guy who was speaking saying God is great. This is what the missile is going to be launched to Tel Aviv. So take a listen or take a look here once I upload it here. Let me share the screen. Then I'll move into my own brief analysis here before I will switch elsewhere. So, share screen. There we go. And I'm going to hit the like button, or the play rather.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والله أشد بأسا وأشد تنكيلا تنفيذا لما وعد به السيد القائد عبد الملك بدر الدين الحوثي. سيقوم المجاهدون بالقوة الصاروخية اليمنية بإطلاق صاروخ فرد صوتي نوع فلسطين 2 وبالله التوفيق.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there, guys, because I just want you to see that one with your own self. So the idea is the missile that's been sent, it belongs to the hypersonic ballistic missile model. So, and once again, the range for that, by the way, ranges between 2140 and 2150. There are others that range between 2040, meaning 2040 or 2050. So this one here ranges between 2140 or 2150, but it won't matter here. And as I said, it can reach up Mach to 16. This is all good as far as the characteristic and all that. We're not going to worry about those much. What we're going to be thinking about in terms of what is the significance of something like this now. So, because the next question you and I will need to ask is, in your opinion, I'm going to ask you guys, in your opinion, yes and no, do you believe the Houthis are able to develop a homegrown missile like this, or was it provided by a third party? Just yes or no. Just because this is changing the calculations, geopolitical calculations for everyone in the region, including the United States. And that prompts me personally to say the removal or the USS Roosevelt leaving the region wasn't coincidental. If you have missiles that can reach up to 16 Mach, you don't know what it means. And this is what I'm trying to provide you the insights. Yeah, the characteristics are good and all that stuff. So, because here is another thing I need you to know about this type of missile. And let me, okay, Truth Seeker, you say no. Manso, you say yes. Rafaz, yes. YT development require a lot of resources. Okay, but here is the thing, YT, I want to go back to your comment. A lot of resources. Well, Hamas is doing the same, develop their own. Hezbollah has developed their own. So the possibility is there. But yes, I see your point, guys. I just wanted to provide you the insights here to get your feedback into understanding the dynamics of something like this. Of course, Houthi is not gonna be bragging about it back then when they were developing, because here is the thing that I need you to know. This started back in June. It was kept hush hush. Nobody knew. And I bet you it was back then when whomever third party is was able to provide the technology. They worked on it. I told you last story yesterday when I was in Yemen and I ran to a nuclear physicist in Yemen who wasn't Yemeni. And right there in my head was like, what the heck is a nuclear scientist, a nuclear physicist doing right here in Yemen? So it's worth asking. So here's the thing that we need to understand, again, within the big picture. This kind of missile has the ability to maneuver and mislead air defenses. Is this why the Iron Dome couldn't? It went through. Israel was defenseless. So, and this is why this kind of missiles can cover really large distances in a matter of minutes, because this one has a 4 antenna blades. To those who understand physics and understand missiles, you know what I'm talking about. And the reason for that is to adjust, basically, to adjust its trajectory. So it can maneuver over the radars and so forth. So that is one of the key aspects to all this one here. So, of course, we all know Houthis are aligned with Iran, and that could be the possibility that Iran provides technology, given how Iran's missile systems are very developed. Once again, and I did mention this to you last time, guys, the reason why the US and Israel could not and will not attack Iran because of that. We don't know the other types of missiles. They never disclosed the capability of those. The other thing that you need to understand about this particular targeting by the Houthis is that if a missile can go from, I'm going to show you a map, guys, just to put things in perspective for you. Check this out here, right here. This map. Here is where Yemen is. It is North Yemen. I'm pointing at it, but you won't see my cursor going there. So this distance from here all the way to Israel is about, because the missile crossed, about 2,150 kilometers, right? So during all this distance right here, the US, France, and UK radars couldn't detect it. And that shows you where things are regarding the capabilities of the Houthis. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to share something with you you will never hear anywhere else. Did you guys know that there was a talk between the United States and Houthis behind closed doors? I'll detail this on the other location. So, here is what I need you to understand. The Houthi groups now are moving from, because all the West, we've been categorized in them as a local insurgency, which was the case back then. Excuse me. Things have changed. With this act, now they are switching or moving into a regional power. So the question that I'm asking you, do you think that the Houthis now are considered a regional power? Yes or no, in your opinion? Because I like to know. Let me see your answer here, guys. X51, you say salam alaikum, alaikum assalam. That's his way of saying hello, everybody. So Farhad Rasabi, you say yes. Khadija, you say yes. Ryan, you say yes. Famida, you say yes. Timeline, Dunkley, you say yes. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, because now it changes the calculations for everybody. And the reason I'm saying this is because now any distance within the whole region, when you take, let me show the map here if I have one here for the whole Middle East, but I don't have clear one. Any within this region will be within range of the missiles, whatever is going to be launched from either Yemen, Lebanon, or Iran, meaning US targets. US bases. This is why, and I'm telling you this based on my own knowledge, why we never wanted to attack Iran, because we knew all the other military installations in the region that hosts US troops will be targeted. So that is one of the key one I need you to understand. So the idea that now that the group has moved from that's been viewed as insurgents to now primary ambitions within the region. Oh, and you give them credit. I do, because look at the Muslim countries, how weak and incompetent are. It's reality. Will I count on the Saudis? Will I count on the Jordanians or Egypt or whomever else? No, they are all incompetent. Houthis happen to be different. So, because you all remember when they started the fight, and I wrote about it in my Saudi book, when they started the fight in 2014 against the Saudi-led government in Yemen by Hadi Abdurrabbu at that time. It's because that war devastated Yemen since 2014, and they couldn't defeat them. So, but over the years, the Houthis now have gradually evolved, and we are seeing it. They blocked the Red Sea for any Israeli ship to go through, or any other Western, except for Russia and China, which Russia and China is not taking the ships over there. So, and here is the thing: their ties with Iran played a major role into all this, because it was Iran that provided them, and I disclosed this in my Iran book, they provided them with military, financial, and logistical support. It's not a secret. It's not a new. Everybody knows about it. And this is why they were able to launch, meaning Houthis, able to launch the attacks against Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. Because what do you know about United Arab Emirates? Because now there is a concern in the Gulf states. Why? Because two of them went ahead and established diplomatic ties with Israel. So, and here is the thing that I need you to know. As an analyst, I'm going to have to provide you my own insight regarding how to see it. Because a direct strike now on Israel, because this is a direct by the Houthis, is a dramatic escalation. Escalation of what? Of the Houthi group's ambitions. In other words, they're going to expand the conflict, that they are ready for it. Otherwise, they won't go for that. And I am sure there are plans in the back. As a matter of fact, to my knowledge, yesterday, 2 letters were delivered from a single source. The single source is Sinwar. You all know who Sinwar is? He is the head of the political bureau in Hamas, the one that replaces Ismail Haniyeh. Sent 2 letters, one to Hezbollah and the other letter to Houthis. Read between the lines. Okay, that's one thing. So, because now it signifies all this movement by the Houthis signifies that the Houthis now focus on the struggles inside the region with the Saudis was past, but now they are feeling powerful enough that they say to themselves, we can play a role regionally, not locally anymore. Because this is why the strike by the Houthis, in my opinion, let me see if I can show you a picture. Yeah, that's the same one here. The strike by the Houthis now represents not only the growing capability, but also the desire to influence the regional balance of power. And that's exactly what I argued back then, except I didn't at that time anticipate the ability for them to move this fast as far as hypersonic technology, which to me leads me to the conclusion that it must be a third party involved. Who? I don't know. So that is one of the key I need you to understand. So the developments also underscores the determination. Yes, determination, how now the group is a key player in the region, whether the West likes it or not. But the West has no other alternative. You know why? Because we are reaching out to them behind closed doors. And I have a link to prove it. So So, and this is where you're gonna say to yourself, "Oh my gosh, is this a game changer in the region?" Yes, it is. It is. It's because the missile strike is the fact that Israel's air defense system could not prevent it. And remember, those missiles have the capability of reaching Mach 16, which wasn't for that one. So the ones that's considered in Israel the major developed advanced defense system or whatever has failed to intercept this missile. Because here's the thing, over the years, and it's not a secret, everybody knows, even Israeli newspapers are disclosing it. And I have a quote from a general, retired general inside Israel who disclosed this one. So it's nothing secret. So to me, my idea was like, YouTube, you shouldn't be messing around with my video right now because I can tell, there is no need because it's disclosed even inside Israel. So for years, Israel relied on this multi-layer defense network, right? But now we proved that is useless. And we're not even talking some advanced hypersonic, the ones that the Russians have and the Chinese have. So you get, because you have the Iron Dome, you have David's sling, and you have the arrow system. All of those three are meant to protect cities and infrastructure from rocket and missile attacks. Too late. It's too late. So the systems now have proven to be a failure. Very, 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 very bad. So by the time the missile from Yemen managed to breach this formidable defense system, it's because the advanced technology in this system and tactical aspects of it. But this leads me to ask the key question. How did the group was able to develop this technology in such a short time, that is? Because I was aware of the talks at that time in June regarding these aspects. It's because the significance of this particular breach is massive. I know there are those who are saying, wait a minute, the missile just hit some open land or whatever. Well, wait a minute. What makes those people think that the Houthis wanted to target civilians? They did not. They did not and will not target civilians for that. Dino, I think, in my opinion, it was meant to send this strong message that we are beyond now just rockets and so forth. That is my observation. That is my own assessment. So, because with the signals now to Israel that, and not only Israel, the rest of the world, why do you think the Saudis back down from fighting the Houthis? Even though we provided them, and I'm aware of it, we provided them intelligent targets. We provided them the satellite images and all that stuff. We are the one we're conducting the war behind the scenes on their behalf. So, and yet they couldn't defeat the group. So because now with the Houthis attack, it signals now to the Israel and the rest of the world for that matter, that even the most sophisticated defense systems are not infallible. No, it's a reality. We need to be so here is the thing. The Israeli newspaper Haaretz quoted an article by a former general, and I'm going to share this picture right here. This is a retired general. His name is Yitzhak Brick. Yeah. So it's not a secret. So what he's saying is that the defense minister, Yoav Gallant, I have him here with the head of with Halvi. He's the IDF in charge person, whatever. They say that the statement that the army has shifted its focus to the north, meaning north of Israel, southern Lebanon, that is, and that it might launch a ground attack on the Lebanese Hezbollah in the near future, noting, this is what the general said, the retired general, that Israel has not achieved any of its goals in the war in its waging in Gaza. So, and that's exactly what this retired general, General Brick, called Gallant's remark troubling, similar to what the Prime Minister Netanyahu and the IDF Chief of Staff, here's the Halvi that you see on the picture there, have said. So it's just a highlight to you where the distinction is, and that's why a lot of people have no idea. They have no idea and understanding the significance of something like this. Guys, I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna jump on the other place, and I will see you in about 5 minutes. My computer started already glitching out here, so I'll see you in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go get another hot tea, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. See you guys.